What's up, big man Kermit? I know Grimlong was here like 30 minutes ago too. Wait. What's up, you Chelsea? How's it going, Leo? Junior? Leo Junior. J Mervin, what's up? We got a last minute plan build today. This is one of those ones where we just didn't have anything ready. So this is kind of like a new staple on our website, except I added some extra stuff and changed some stuff. This one's gonna be a 14400 with the ARC B580. And this one's gonna be a fairly white build. Your keys are stuck, like your like actual like keyboard keys.
Keys are stuck. You got sticky keys?
Do you get the sticky on them? What's up, Rob?
Bromalicious.
Rob and Bus.
Yes, it does reset the LCD to the default every single time.
Yeah.
When you restart.
It's
Good software. Good software.
Nothing that great.
What's up, guys? Hello, hello. How you doing? Good morning. Yeah, we have B580 build. Yippee. If you guys didn't know, we do have a staple on the website. It's a B580.
I know, 24 pins, so it's just, I figured, you know. I sure it was one of those, it's like a black
I know, I was going to say.
We're going to call this the Panda build.
The Panda Atlanta build.
It's got like ultra Panda vibes.
We have B580. We do have a B580 staple on the website now. So if you are in the market for a B580, which that price has stabilized, stock is holding better than it has been. It's not a scalped card anymore, but it seems like they'll be in stock for a couple weeks and disappear for a week, be back in. So at least Intel is manufacturing these, or Onyx for this example.
Someone's
manufacturing them. And we'll be doing a video where we compare it versus the 5060 because both of them are incredibly competitive against each other. They're both like $300. So we will see what the benchmarks show us.
Yeah, you know, the real question's going to be, if they perform the exact same and they're both $300, can you really hate the 5060?
Nah, I don't know if you can.
I don't really know how that works.
It'll have to, the biggest thing is, and I expect it, in the games that are VRAM dependent, it will probably fall behind. I'm pretty confident, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Ugh. We'll see if the games like it raw.
But it's probably going to be the random ass games, Indiana Jones and all that shit that you all don't actually play on a regular basis. So.
But the comments will say.
But the comments will say, "What, Indiana Jones?"
But Indiana Jones. It's my favorite game of all time. U2 knows he knows what's up. He knows where to go.
He knows what's up.
He knows where to find a couple of PC building pros.
The Mirage in white. I've never seen this case before. Oh my god.
I think, have we built in the white version yet?
No, I don't think so.
So this is new.
It's our first expedition.
This is different. It's the Odyssey.
I was gonna say, this is the black one, right? Because the other one's the white one, if you wanted the white one.
Is it the black one?
Yeah.
Which one did I mean to grab?
I don't know. Did you want the white one or the black one? Because there is two. I saw two on the shelf. One's the white one, one's the black one. I think this one's the black one, but I'll check.
Well, now I don't know if I care.
It is black.
Yeah, you can just use that.
Okay, that's fine. This is the one that's $299, and then the other one is the one that has that RGB bar you can't change, which maybe they have the software now. I don't know. But.
Shiz lost service. Jackson, I dropped 32 in casuals. Is this on Warzone or just, what is it? We have 32 kills in Warzone. That's pretty crazy.
I'm sorry to hear that, Midnight. So your cousin Got Computers has passed away.
I don't know. Sorry about that.
You grinding Warzone, Kermit?
The Warzone grinder, Kermit Killa.
I wonder what Warzone's player count's at.
I'm sure it's still like a, big number.
It's an acceptable
but
number.
It's probably not anywhere near like whatever the peak was. I think the Verdansk hype has hopefully been lost. Off-white. Just the way Daddy likes.
We don't Midnight. Hopefully we can distract you a little bit with some goofy-ass PC builds. That's what we try to do here.
Building PCs wrong.
Yep, building them incredibly wrong. Oh, by the way, we have the giveaway PC confirmed.
Pretty good one.
But I can't talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't talk about it. So, yeah, we just gotta wait for that.
Just know it's going to be something really cool.
It's gonna be cool, but I can't talk about it yet.
I think we're looking at, what, like 1,000? Was that right?
The build price is $1,000, yeah.
Yeah, $1,000 build giveaway, so. That'll be announced, sometime maybe next week.
Yep.
Zach will update the website. I almost said the old thing. I was like, no, we don't use that no more. We're website
we got a
boys now.
website. We're pros now.
Which honestly I'm glad, because I've always hated saying that website.
Imgur.
It just, I don't know.
Sounds like a sponsor. No, it's not sponsored. It's just, yeah, I can't talk about it. That's it. That's all I can say. Giveaway's next Friday.
We
And
can't confirm or deny anything.
I should have everything by in a couple days, like 1 or 2 days. We're just waiting. We have most of the stuff, but Jackson, you should check out DIY Perks' new video. You'll love it, says Michael.
DIY Perks?
This guy does like a lot of mod stuff.
Yeah, I'm okay. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm all right. Twitch. Twitch is where all the giveaways happen. We multi-stream to YouTube. And at some point in the future, we might end up exploring something to give to the YouTube audience. But right now, Twitch is the easiest way with all the things we can do for...
A true wireless setup.
Oh.
Where even the monitor, everything's wireless, I guess.
Yo, that's sick.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'll give that a watch later. I like how I was looking at that little thing there earlier, and I was like, is that the DIY logo, or did the printer just not do
It's
green?
the printer. Because you know how the pcbros stuff is like
Yeah.
purple and like...
I was like that, because it looks
yeah.
just like the colors are like
Yeah.
perfect for DIY.
Nope, yeah, it's the Toasty Rose one, but it all prints out in different colors on that printer for whatever reason.
You know what though? That printer works.
It works.
That's
It's
what
functional.
matters about
And we don't really use much that needs color.
No.
I honestly printed it in black and white first, and it's like, this probably would be fine, but I was like, now we're getting a low color. I'm usually only YouTube audience. Well, Ducky, let me ask you, why are you not on Twitch? I mean, I know some people don't like watching on Twitch because the ads, if you don't sub and things like that. But
Why are you anti-Twitch?
But why? Why won't you try Twitch?
Why are you scared?
Oh, did you use framework board? Nice, that's cool. It's cool to see more framework stuff. Framework board.
Board.
Kate, doing the 100 biddies. How's everything going? Wishing Seth Rogen and Twerky been... Oh, Twerky. Yo, Jackson is Twerky.
Where did I get Twerky from again?
I think you twerked on stream for some
Oh.
bits or something. I
do
remember it was
a
one of
lot
the days
for
I wasn't
bits.
here and you like did that and came back and the guy was calling you Twerky because you twerked for bits.
I do a lot for money.
He doing a lot for money. I like how the answer to the why aren't you on Twitch is what's so good about it. Twitch is just a very long-standing live stream platform. YouTube has definitely come a long way, don't get me wrong.
Twitch was like double the lifespan of live streaming.
But Twitch has been around for a long time. We started our streaming on Twitch, and we've always made sure to keep like live streaming on Twitch and long form and short form content on YouTube. It's kind of just how we've structured our channel and business. And the more we've gotten deeper into the YouTube space, I'm incredibly glad we've done that because I'm not a huge fan of just some of the audience on YouTube would not be fun, and half the time the YouTube people that pop up in here are absolute trolls to begin with. So I'm not saying you're one of them, but we really just made Toasty Clips as a way to give you guys access to VODs, and
yeah, I mean originally it was just more like a highlights channel.
I got to do black combs on the white cable for the Panda.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, eventually we were just like, probably makes sense to stream this channel too.
Yep. Oh yeah, because you know what? I take it back. Twitch is making me Twitch. That's why.
Make me Twitch. I mean, it's in the name, guys. Come
on. This is the Onyx B580.
B580.
It's the Odyssey. The Odyssey.
The Odyssey.
The Odyssey. Here, I'll show you guys on the overhead camera. So, we turn it this way. There she is. I'll take it out, but this is kind of like the budget one that you can get on Newegg. I think it's still in stock. I hope it is, because I've been working with Newegg on doing a updated B580 build guide, and they were going to send all the parts for it. But I said, can we wait a couple weeks to get this specific model? And they're like, oh, it's out of stock, but it'll be back soon. It's in stock, and they're like, okay, I'll get it as soon as I can. It's like, if it goes out of stock again, boys.
Yeah, I watched. Has anyone watched the? I think it's only on YouTube, but it's called Epic. It's like a musical. I know it's totally random, but I usually hate musicals, and I'm not saying I loved it, but it was interesting. I didn't watch it by choice.
So it's just for nostalgia. I mean, I wouldn't say we're streaming on Twitch just for nostalgia now.
No. I mean, like we have like a decent audience, and it makes us money.
Yeah. I just prefer Twitch's live streaming, just community vibes and everything. Just everything about Twitch, I just prefer for live streaming. Yeah, I think this one looks better than the white one, to be honest.
Ooh, that's a thick card. Yeah, and honestly too, like with Twitch, like we've been transparent before. Like we really don't make much money at all on Twitch, but we do have like a much different audience on Twitch, which is cool. And it's the fact that like if anything ever happens with YouTube, it's like at least we still have something, you know. But like if we start streaming on YouTube, at
Literally
that point,
everything is in YouTube. So
yeah,
that's good.
everything. And let's be honest, you know, big company, big pharma, they don't always make the best choices.
Was that a joke or a real? Oh, God,
my
here we
God.
go. Hey, Google. Skip.
I can't believe it plays Heat like Toodaloo and then gives us that. That's just not cool. Oh my God, someone said, Mafia said, what's up, guys? That B580 looks thick like my thumbs up.
Oh. Yeah, it's not that thick. Come in here. Oh yeah, can you see it? Can you see it, guys? It's thick.
Your son and his friends stayed up until midnight, had a watch party over Discord when Epic was released. He even bought a sweatshirt. It's weird, man. Really.
Oh wow.
Now there's
who's that by? Like.
Okay, so what it is it's a musical that like I think it was. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Chuck, but I think it was a musical that like literally some high school kids did. And I will admit, like I don't like musicals, but like they did a great job.
Yeah.
And it's based on like the original book, The Odyssey.
Yeah. Okay.
So like it's extremely old, obviously. But then what happened was once they did that musical, a bunch of different YouTubers basically made like anime, or a kind of animated stop motion.
Yeah.
Where it's very slow stop motion, like only one frame every like second or two maybe. But it's like depicting the story with the music, and then someone threw all of those together. So like it's little quick like 4 to 5 minute bursts, but then they put them all in one video. And yeah, I don't think anyone expected it to be like as big as it was, but it's like massive, and there's like cult followings around it. People are getting tattoos and stuff.
Tool, it's okay. We grabbed the black one, or it's okay with the black one. We went panda.
Yeah, so I honestly didn't realize that. I just grabbed an Onyx card thinking like, oh, they're all white.
Yeah, because I think the white box one is the white card, and the black one's the black card.
Oh, was that obvious? I swear I didn't even notice one of the boxes was white and one was black.
Yeah. You want the other one? I mean, it's not too late now.
Honestly, no. I need to go see.
You just go look
is
through
the
and
whole
say
box white?
It's like the same style, but white.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know if I just didn't notice. Yeah, they were literally right next to each other. I don't know how I didn't notice that. Because like now that I look, I'm like, oh yeah, that's blatantly obvious. But when I was back there, I literally looked at the boxes and said, that's the same card.
That's the same card.
Okay, let's get our Rammies in. Let's get our Rammies in, guys.
Thick like my undervolted CPU. Nice.
Oh.
You don't see color, obviously.
I don't.
He is colorblind.
I don't. Yeah, I can't tell black and white apart.
Yep. Good morning from Philly. What's up, X account? How you doing?
Philly, baby.
Philly.
It's Philly.
Absolute Philly. The pink and white build, guys, is going to get some YouTube screen time. It's going to be using our OLED gaming setup.
Oh, this is DDR. I grabbed the wrong RAM.
That's what happens when we don't have a build ready and we have to throw something together. Shit happens, dog.
Yeah, I think I had all this ready at like 9, or I started at 9:55.
Matt, should I update my BIOS? I'm on last year's one. Well, Brom, if you had the latest, you most likely already have the version that fixed any of the degradation issues on your 1400K. I would just leave it.
If you feel like you're like having any issues, I would do it.
Well, Brom was running benchmarks this morning in CS. They're asking about that CS benchmark, and they're like, but my FPS seems low to use. It's like 400, like 700 FPS.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those where like it's enthusiasts where it just is like, I just wanna make sure everything's okay. No, I never advise anyone recommends does a BIOS update unless they're actually having issues. Or it's advised for, like, let's say, the Intel vulnerability issues. So I would not mess with it. X account, great to see you guys again. How about you? I'm doing solid. Doing solid.
I have the Pentacle.
Pentacle.
Jonah's favorite RAM.
Yeah, the stuff I bought for the generic build is so cursed. So, chat, we basically, it's going to be tomorrow's video we're going to start working on. We bought a bunch of generic GPUs, basically all those like weird-ass remanufactured graphics cards, all on Amazon, by the way, which is great. All on Amazon, bought 5 of them. We're going to be benchmarking all of them. We're going to pick our favorite, mainly whichever one doesn't look the cheesiest and also performs the best. We're going to take that card, and then we're going to put it in a generic no-name brand PC build where everything, well, minus the CPU, because you can't get a generic CPU. I mean, there's really nothing you can do about that. I didn't try hard enough. You can get a motherboard, RAM, everything from brands we've never heard of, and you probably have never heard of either. Even the power supply. So that's going to be fun.
Is that a Hercules?
The power supply is a little sus, I'll be honest with you. But it's 600 watts, so it says. Yeah, we're going to be testing that, and it's going to be cool. And everything's from Amazon, by the way. So this isn't like AliExpress, which I really wanted to focus on because really we could get a bunch of stuff from AliExpress that are all no-name parts, and it could be the AliExpress build. But I wanted to focus on stuff that was, you know.
It's kind of funny. I feel like when I think of no-name power supply and like someone's 1,000 watt, I feel like every mining rig. I feel like they always came with like 1,600 watt, like brands you've never heard of.
So another YouTuber made a OLED for the rest of us video after you guys did on Prom. It was $600. Some of these guys are really out of touch. It really makes me appreciate your content even more. I will say to them, like, the Cooler Master one is a random, like, one that will drop in and out of stock between $350 and go all the way up to $700. I would say the average market OLED price is $5. So like 600 isn't too out there to really not defend them. There are some that are like 500, like the AOC one.
Well, there's a lot of them that are still over $1,000.
Yeah,
so,
so like 600 is really not insane for an OLED monitor. And I know, again, the whole, like, we try to make videos on budget stuff, and we were very clear in the OLED video. These are still expensive monitors. Like, these are still very expensive monitors, but the fact that pricing has dropped so rapidly on them makes them more appealing to the person who's like, I have a nice 40 series GPU, 4070 Super, and I've been thinking about a 50 series. Maybe don't do that and just buy a really nice monitor instead and maybe have a better gaming experience because of that. Yeah, that's kind of been my argument for people, especially in this current market right now.
Yeah, unless you have a 3056 gig, just keep that and get an OLED.
Yeah, you know, like, again, if you have a really budget PC, you really should not be spending $600 on an OLED monitor. No, it's more or less for the people who already have a mid to high-end PC. Like the one we're going to use here is a 7800 XT. Very solid 1440p GPU. Get an OLED.
Yeah, like if you have the 8 gig version of the 3050, you're good.
This guy.
6 gig though, I'd probably upgrade first.
Not gonna lie, I think the Omen PC case looks pretty good. I will say, of all the ones, those Omens look pretty good.
I said, yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like them. I will say, yeah, that Omen, I really like that they added the fan up front for airflow. It's fine. I mean, it's better than some of the other ones.
I always thought the Victus was like not a bad looking build. To me, it feels like they just took the Victus and just made it look a lot better.
Yeah.
I'm just really glad that you found that one in, because you know,
the original
after
one was not good.
No, it just was a weird. It felt like the stereotypical, the thing that we always make fun of manufacturers doing, where they like
BTS CPU.
Oh yeah, such a good CPU, like way too good for the GPU that was in it.
Too good for the motherboard. That CPU was not running at its proper speed in that board. So like it was, you know, everything about it was just not good. I think these companies do better when they focus more on the budget sector, but they'll never believe that because their margins, I mean, we know, the higher end builds, there's margins. The budget ones, there's not as much margins. They really just create it as a way to be out there on the market. I doubt they are making money on it, but they're not making nearly as much as like the higher end builds. It's just how it be. Yeah, 6600 on the used market, I think 160 to 150 is a fair price. That's kind of what they go for. So Doom: The Dark Ages is just the most difficult game to run ever.
Well,
or the most unoptimized.
I forgot. I actually want to talk about that in stream because that was funny. But I looked it up. 6700 XT, so similar but slightly better. And a guy did a full video like where he was showing recommended specs, and he was struggling to get over like 60 FPS without using some type. Even with he did FSR unbalanced on medium settings, 1080p. It's almost exact same, and he was getting 60 FPS.
So it's that tough.
No, it's just weird because it's like I've tested it on a couple. I mean, I hate to say it, but like RTX builds, and it has done so much better, even without upscaling.
Which is weird because it's a Vulkan-based game.
Yeah.
Normally the AMD GPUs
But like even without upscaling, they've gotten like over 100 FPS at like the higher settings and stuff. So
what would be the 6700 comparison on NVIDIA, like a 3060, something like that?
Oh, for more modern, yeah. I mean, 6700 might be like 4060 level even.
It'd be pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe they. Does that game have forced ray tracing? I couldn't really tell. I was looking in the settings and like it didn't.
I don't think so.
I didn't see anything that said ray trace. Like there is like global reflections and stuff like that.
Oh, it is forced RT.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because like there wasn't any way to, unless Dark Libido, unless I'm crazy, I didn't see a way to change it. So that was my theory. Is I think that that GPU probably has horrible ray tracing capabilities.
Does 6000 series even have? It does have it. Yeah, that's like the first gen like ray tracing support.
Yeah, probably not great.
No.
That's why in my mind I was like, I bet if we had like a 9070 in here, or something like that, obviously it's more horsepower.
Yeah.
But I think just with the ray tracing cores alone, I think it'd help a lot. I think that GPU just really struggles. And I will say though, I can get the goal with frame gen, like way above it. Cool. So we'll show that. We'll basically.
Which sucks. All these single player games, to be honest, are built with like FSR and frame gen in mind. So.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it makes the challenges more fun because now I know if I ever get like a game like that again, it might be it's harder to only recommend old used cards. I say old.
It says I think it's tied to different settings. They're supposed to have a path trace patch too for higher end settings, and Digital Foundry showed that some settings have no impact when going over medium.
No, trust me, I noticed that. I even tried the lowest settings. I tried low. Basically, Dark Libido, the whole story is. I got a pretty good build. I have 5800 XT with the 6700. It's a video, so not too many spoilers, but I'm just trying to play Doom and get 90 FPS at 1080p with no upscaling. Even at low settings, like low preset, I'm looking at about 55 FPS. And then at what's Ultra Nightmare, I'm at 45 to 50 FPS.
It's just weird.
It is crazy.
It's just weird.
It just feels like there's no reason to even adjust settings in that game.
Try it with the 6700 XT. He says he has one.
Oh, really?
That'd be a cool test.
I would love to see that. Because maybe you can tell me something I'm like missing.
I mean, we do the recording, we could just fuck around with settings and see what happens.
Yeah, we can. I was here till like 6.
Yeah.
Just playing with it. Like, I was doing some other stuff too, but I was trying to figure that shit out. Because I got my fresh Windows installed, every single update possible. I got XMP on. What do you guys think is the best AM4 CPU for 5070? 5800 X3D.
I mean, honestly, that's the best. Yeah.
I wouldn't go much lower. I mean, 5800 XT would be like the lowest I would go.
Yeah.
Because it's so cheap.
The X3D is just incredibly overpriced because I don't think they manufacture it anymore.
Yeah.
So you're really the XT is probably your best like widely available, or the 5700 X3D, but I think those are close. But I'll be honest, are you planning a new build? If you're planning a new build, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go 50. I would not do 5070 with AM4. I'd go AM5. Her PC is a 5600 X3D with a 6700 XT. I'll see if I can sign the Game Pass and download it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So that should be pretty similar, I would think. All right, I got C.
Yeah.
C, senor.
Got ID cooling with this nasty off-white.
Yeah, it's pretty foul. Look, even Okinos has some good colors here.
Yeah, this is nice.
ID cooling just still has a little bit of ways to go.
Heard you get 235 PS with a 5016 5900X using DLSS 4. You talking about in Doom? I wouldn't be surprised. Anything with DLSS 4 seems to just like, I mean, that's been NVIDIA's focus, so yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, no, it sucks because like, I don't know, in a way it makes me maybe we'll just have to see. But it makes me look at a car like the 5060 and almost maybe even appreciate it more. Where I'm like, if it's $300 compared to me buying a 6700 for, well, those are a lot cheaper now. But let's just say I got like a 6900, you know, for, I don't even know if those are $300. Just something that's like equivalent, that's older. Yeah. I'm like, I feel like in most newer games, just because of the nicer ray tracing cores and like the whole upscaling tech, I feel like those newer budget cards are still going to be better than like the higher end older cards. But I don't know that for fact. I'm just guessing. Facts.
5800X even found 150 on Amazon. We've gotten them for like 130 before pretty easily. 125, 130. Oh, you're on AM4 already with a 3800X. Yeah, I think a 5800 XT would be a good last like upgrade for sure.
Especially at the price there right now.
Yeah. Fish tank cases take up a whole lot of space. It depends on which fish tank you're talking about. I mean, what are you comparing it to? Like if you're comparing it to a full tower case, like they're not that big. They're just a little wider.
They're usually shorter just because the power supply will go in the back typically instead of on the bottom.
Ba 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 ba.
Bah. Bah. Wavelength. Wavelength.
Wavelength. Wavelength. Got anything else for me?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So you can build this weekend the Cypress 5. Nice. Okay, knows.
We just built in the Cypress 3.
Yes, the S5 Mark II does 4K.
It is a 4K 10-bit. It's a good camera.
Full frame camera. Very nice camera.
I will say there's definitely that camera for a while I feel like was like the pretty much best option as price. There are some other like good competitors now. They came out with the was it the S9? I like that one because it's very small, but the only downside is it does have, I think it has the 20-minute recording limit at 4K.
Is that one full frame? Nice.
There's some other caveats with it because it's so small, but it's really cool though. It's a very compact and good-looking camera too. Like it's one of the ones you can get with like multiple leathers on it. So you can get like green, all these different weird colors.
Yeah, the S5 has dropped in price a lot too. I think with the kit lens now you can get it for $1,700 or $1,800, which I think is pretty damn good for that camera.
Oh yeah. Yeah, really every camera now I'm thinking about it, they all have a good camera. Nikon's a good cheap full frame. Well, cheaper is the ZF, which I have and I like it a lot. Sony has multiple. Sony's just kind of known for just having really good sensors in general for their full frame and their micro.
But Grim, if you, I mean, I know you like to spend money on stuff. You have a 5090. I mean, you don't necessarily need anything like that to get started. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because you have the I know he has the OBS, but I know he was saying when he compares the quality, he just was like, I just know it's so much better on like the DSLR. But I would not get I think getting an S5, if you're thinking about for live streaming.
I would not do that.
Yeah, if you're thinking about that for live streaming, please, like, I'll almost just be upset if you get an S5 for your capture card.
Yeah, that's extra.
But if you are looking for live stream, like a really good capture card camera, the G7s are really cheap now.
I wouldn't say DLS4 gives you false performance because unless we're talking frame gen. If we're talking frame gen, then yes, technically it's not real frames, it's AI generated. DLSS upscaling is different. So I wouldn't say it's false performance. You're actually getting that performance because you're upscaling. It's not generating
real.
It's not generating frames out of nowhere. But if you're talking about frame gen, then yes, I get what you're saying.
But yeah, even if so you can hate on frame gen, but everyone should try it. Everyone should try it, like maybe in a single player and a multiplayer, just to see like how much more FPS you get, and if you really do think it hurts you or not.
Yeah, you got a 24 pin.
Oh yeah.
The CPU.
I forgot it wasn't sleep, so I just ignored it. I'm gonna do it through here, just so it's like all in one, you know? But can I do it without taking little Grommy with me? That's the rule. Let's see if I can go sideways. Oh yeah, look at that, little Grommy stayed.
Beautiful.
Okay, wait, little Grommy's getting kind of
Nope.
scary. Hold up.
Stay a little Grommy.
There it is. I'm talking about frame gen.
Okay, if you're talking about frame gen, then yeah, I get it.
It is not good for competitive. No, and
No.
that's a good like statement. Is frame gen I think is good for everything else, but I think once you get into competitive gameplay, I will say though, if you're getting plenty of FPS, I don't run frame gen. Like I got my 5080, and if I'm getting at least 80 FPS, I will not turn on frame gen, even though it'll get me like double, which is so cool. Like in Oblivion, I'd go from 80 to like 160, and you can definitely feel the high refresh rate a little smoother, but I just was like, you know, I used to play this at 30 FPS. I kind of just want the game to look as good as possible and not have any guesswork done. So it's a preference thing, but I did switch it back and forth a few times trying to debate what I wanted to do. Show us the B580.
So swap to this
on.
camera. Yeah, swap the main cam. Show them. Chat, I'm installing it. Here it is. The Onyx.
Overclock is frame gen too?
I mean,
I'm assuming something with a winky face
Yeah.
is like a joke.
yeah, overclocking equals frame gen.
Speaking of spending money, that Anchor Dock video coming along. I think
Not
it's
for
still
a few months.
ways out.
Yeah. I honestly, buddy, I wouldn't ask again because it's probably going to be a long time. Because I'm still waiting on it to show up, the laptops for the video. So and then a month after that. So we're probably looking at a couple months.
Write it down and ask us in like October.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
5060 Ti 16 gig is goated TBH. A lot of people talk trash. Wait, what is that? A lot of people talk trash, but they can eat the booty hole.
Just got a $100 off email. Well, if you want one, yeah.
$100 off would be pretty good.
What do you need a dock for? Like, I mean, I'm actually curious. Like, do you have a gaming laptop or like a laptop setup that you're trying to put together? Like,
Yeah, ask us every single stream, actually. Maybe eventually we'll just say yes. We'll cave, you know? Be like,
all right, build's done.
I'm gonna kill advantage, but first I'm gonna make sure everything works good. Never a bad idea.
Boom, boom, boom. I feel by 2027 we'll all go back to console gaming with horrible pricing GPU markets. I don't really know if it's gonna be that bad.
You had a nice Samsung laptop. What are the specs? Is it like a?
Is that a Thunderbolt 5 laptop? Because that's what that dock is. I'm assuming.
I'd almost
know
imagine.
that.
Yeah, if it's a Samsung, I'd imagine it's like a transformer or something, maybe.
You said yeah. Oh, nice. No, really what we're doing, if you wanted to know, I think we mentioned on stream, we're doing a video eventually when the samples show up, where Jackson and I swapped to a laptop for like a month challenge, where we use a laptop as our daily computer at home in here, and we like bring it back and forth, and we need multiple docks at our home setups in here. So that's what one of them is going to be used for.
It'll be a fun challenge because we kind of always, I wouldn't say talk shit on laptops, but we definitely tell people, because we get people every day that are like, oh, should I get a gaming laptop or a desktop? And it's like, well, if you have to ask that question, you should probably just get a desktop because you'll know if you need a laptop.
Yeah.
So we're going to really put it to the max. Go to Starbucks, you know?
Yeah, basically, I just want to see is the appeal of having one device that has all your stuff on it that you can use at work and at home makes sense. That's kind of like what I would think would make sense, but I don't know.
Yeah, and you know, which is tough with the whole cloud and everything. But I will say, I'm not a big cloud user.
No,
I don't
I'm not
love having to
either.
wait for stuff to transfer. So I know, like, you know, we use Parsec a lot.
Yeah.
Which I barely even use that. So for me, I don't know, maybe the laptop thing will be kind of cool.
Why don't you both have 5090s for your own setups? Because you don't need it. I mean, if we're over here telling people that 5090 is not a good price performance option, if we're rocking 5090s in our rigs at home, you know. Most people don't need it. Only the Grimlongs need it.
People can afford it, basically.
Yes, that also means that, Xenos. That's why I'm going to get the slightly higher end version of the two that we're getting, because we are going to use it for the next giveaway stream also. So it's getting ultimately test.
I want the higher end version.
No!
Ah! Yeah, it'll be cool. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do yet. I guess it depends on what type of the dock situation.
I think when we get them, we'll figure out what docks we need to buy and
Yeah,
just kind
because
of go from there.
that's what I was saying. I'm not sure what I want to do at home, because if it's like, with my PC being like a part of my desk, if it's too much work, I have another desk in that office, like for my 3D printers, that has a monitor and keyboard
nice.
and mouse on. Yeah, so I'm just like,
Some of them might not need them.
I might just say screw it and just like, just
Well,
use
if you
that.
do find any, because I might look myself now, if you find any on Amazon or whatever from docks, I have time to reach out to companies and just see if we can get some different docks as well.
I mean, honestly, if I wonder, would Anchor maybe just want to help sponsor?
I
and
could
just send another one.
I could ask again, yeah.
Oh, and send a third one for Grimlaw.
Yeah, Grimlaw, you want one? A YouTuber built a PC and said it was 10K, that had a 5070 Ti and a 285K. Are you sure it wasn't like a different currency?
Like 10K rupees.
Yeah, because,
I know who it was.
Exactly.
It's at a marketplace.
Do you think if the 9070 XT is ever hitting $600, is $800 the new MSRP? I mean, I'll never say never, but I mean, right now it's a card that's selling pretty regularly. People are buying it, and it's at $800. So
Yeah, I mean, I think it will. Well, I don't know.
that would mean the 9070 would have to get down to like high 400s for it to make sense. They said $10,000 on their channel. Link the video. I want to see it.
I mean, are they like a established channel, or is this just?
Did you just find some random channel that did like a theoretical parts list, or like did they actually build a PC? If I'm gonna click on this, it's gonna be a different currency.
Like it's already gonna be in a different language.
Yeah, I'll be like, dude, are you kidding me? Did you get scammed by auto dubbing? Like, but they were speaking English. It was called building a 10K Roblox PC. So that sounds like a Roblox YouTuber that over exaggerates the price on their builds, like people we know.
Creekcraft with a K.
So it's a Roblox creator. I know a lot of, well, there's Linus building a $10,000 PC for Roblox, but I know again that's probably $10,000. Well, first of all, it's not popping up, so it's.
Is this on YouTube?
I think that's what they said. Or is this some TikToker? I don't see it on. I don't see this. Oh God. I mean, they're raking in the views. Oh, I can't complain, but
Oh my God, they are.
they are
Holy shit.
really raking in the views.
We found the channel.
I can't find the PC one. Honestly, it's 10. I know a lot of people in the gaming space. Is it clickbait? Yeah, I know a lot of people in the gaming space when they build a high-end PC, they call it a 10K PC. It's just kind of a meme. But,
That person was born to play Roblox.
yeah, that's a Roblox person right there. That guy, Wack, yes, the 5070 Ti is better than the 4070 Ti. Oh, you said the Super. Yeah, I think it is still better, actually.
It's crazy to me, like, what a market there is for, like, I guess kids who love watching Roblox, but, like, it's just more fun as a kid watching an adult play a kid's game, So it's crazy just how many views you can get off of playing, like, a predominantly kids game.
Oh, that's awesome, Master Crow. He said, hey, guys, your customer service is awesome. I was dealing with David, and he took good care of me yesterday. Thanks.
Oh, good.
He said Dave, but I'm assuming he meant David.
Well, we don't have Dave.
We don't have a Dave. We have a
David,
David. But shout out to David for hooking you up.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for letting us know.
It's now called I broke my computer. Yes, that's probably.
Hey, if you really want to, make our day, feel free to
Leave a
leave
review,
a
please.
Google review.
Yeah, but if you bought a PC from us or had some service done with us, leave a Google review, please.
And if you feel like we helped you out as the Toasty Bros, leave us a good review because we
Yeah.
can use them.
Yeah.
I think we're sitting at like a solid 3.8 star or something.
Because we're scam artists. Clearly.
Yeah. No, because every single person that hates us will, instead of just commenting on our YouTube video, they're like, I'm going to go leave a bad review.
No, none of the 40 series cards they're manufacturing anymore. Like any of the 4070, 4070 Super, 4070
Thanks,
Ti
Grimlong.
Super, they're all gone.
Was it a 1-star Grimlong? You guys got me into PC gaming, TBH. Let's go.
Nice. That's always
Yeah, we
been
hope
the
we
biggest.
get I was gonna say, I feel like especially in the mornings, it's cool because we have so many older, people that watch us, and a lot of them I always wonder if they actually really game, and so I'm like, I hope us talking about gaming helps, Oh yeah, yeah. Dave passed away here.
Dave died here. He's haunting.
We have David now.
Can stuttering be caused by RAM? I have 7800 XE with a 10100K, 30 gigs It's a lower frequency, but what games are stuttering and what settings are you running? One thing I could cause stuttering is 10900K is a Gen 3 CPU. You don't have Gen 4 support, but it's a 7800 XT, so I don't really think that would be a problem.
What kind of like stuttering are you getting? I don't think it's your RAM though.
No, I don't
to
think
answer
so.
that question. So you found the Creek stream on For You page. And
Well,
chat
I did mention he added 2 different speed DIMMs to his system. So he's
We
running
should just
4.
run at the lowest.
It should. I know if they're not exactly the same, that could cause some instability issues, but
Yeah, honestly, it is very rare, by the way. Just like a PSA, I know we see this a lot in chat. Temperatures like rarely cause stuttering. Usually, it's just, I mean, it does if it's thermal throttling, but most of the time it overheats and it shuts the PC off. I know people always though, it's like people's first thoughts is like, oh, the temperature is why I'm stuttering. It's like, I don't know if I'd always start there.
I wouldn't really care about any temps with 7000 series unless it's actually overheating, because those CPUs will naturally boost on their own depending on the motherboard.
Are we talking over 95?
Over 95? If not, you're good. Also, if it's 95 and the clock speed's going lower than the rated clock speed, then yeah, you got a problem. But
30 to 45 FPS in squad. Hey, the 1660 Ti, I mean, it's older, you know? And it's a cheap card.
Old GPU.
It was cheap when it was new. It's cheap now. So you kind of get what you pay for.
4060 or the B580? Depends on what games you're playing. If you ever consider live streaming, 4060. If you just want a better overall value all around, B580. But the real test would be 5060, because the 4060 is getting near impossible to get right now. So we'll see that when we do a benchmark video here soon. When loading COD goes.
Load.
Oh, you're talking about
COD.
your CPU temps when loading COD. I mean, that's CPU dependent. Like, it's doing shaders. So it'll definitely boost up that CPU then.
Load COD.
Get everything set up so we can jump right into these benchmarks. Kind of running behind.
It's fully ready now. Here, I can go ahead and in case I don't know if I'm logged in still or not. Probably am, right?
What you need?
I was thinking I can just go ahead and get Doom like ready.
Oh yeah, that's what I was getting set up.
Actually, I guess I probably won't even have shaders because I just tried it yesterday.
That's fine. I already ran your 3D mark and recorded it.
Was it higher?
So it was,
Like than yesterday?
I think it was around the same. It was 10,000 something.
I don't know if I had XMP enabled the first time, so I was
I
wondering.
think it was a little higher. It was 10,691, which before I think it was in the 200s, like 10,200, like 400 points.
XMP. Yeah.
XMP.
Capture card, hello.
Chad, we're over here. Don't worry about us.
Don't worry about us, we're bugs. We're eating cicadas after we found out that their body is 50% protein.
Might need to-
Oh, I don't know.
Your computer's
The
dead
screen
now.
just isn't
Your GPU
coming
is
on.
dying.
It could be. It is that eBay. PC shuts off but plays Fortnite low settings really good. Temp stays around 75. Oh, I mean, yeah, you're fine. You would eat them for gains? Oh, God. Well, I think some countries, they're kind of a delicacy. I saw you can buy them deep fried.
Deep fried cicada.
I guess if they're deep fried, they're probably not quite as healthy anymore, you know? If you wanted to test temps after a system change, what would you use? I normally just do like OCCT. It's not gonna be like perfect science, but you can save like logs and stuff and kind of like write down. I mean, that's what we used in our Noctua test. And you can do like side-by-side comparison, so I say it's not perfect. It's a pretty good science.
It's at least a consistent variable. You can run the same test over and over again. While albeit for most people it can be more demanding than a normal everyday workload, it's still a good way to see the max.
Especially if you're like trying to just compare two items.
Yep.
Then you played 7600, it's 720p, so you have no graphics card.
Nice.
It's pretty cool that it can do it, right?
I really want to see some. We already had the 8000 series APUs. I'm curious what the state of the APUs are going to be going forward, because those are all right. They just weren't like groundbreaking better.
Yeah, I'm curious with Ultra too, because I remember when Ultra came out, it was kind of the same deal. Like they were looking really good APU-wise, but then it was kind of just the same, slightly better performance. Jackson, are you playing Dark Ages remotely? No, not remotely.
He might have just saw me launch it.
Oh yeah, if you ever see us launching games during the workday, I promise, unless it's the giveaway stream, we're not just playing them, we're just benchmarking.
But if we're just playing them, it's none of your goddamn business.
Mm-hmm. We're just having fun. I think I just found a photo of Jonah like close to like first day maybe. I don't know why else I took that, but it looks awkward.
Yep.
It looks like first interaction. He does look like a child. It looks like Dad telling him how to get video. Now listen here, Jonah.
Listen here, Jonah.
In the next photo, Zach wielding a katana in a clown outfit.
That's us.
Bro, what's crazy though is like, I guess there was I don't know if it was like our lights being blue or what, but the katana looks freaking sick with it. Like it's like the whole blade is like all blue. I can't believe you didn't buy that guy's katanas. But look at this photo, it looks edited. I'm like, that blade looks kind of sick.
Intel Ultra's not as overpriced as it once was. They had a major price slash on stuff. I will say the top of the line CPUs I think are still pretty overpriced, but like the budget ones are not bad. We might do a revisit at some point. I think, I don't remember, we got sent one because Intel was kind of like, hey, can you all do something with Ultra, please? And they sent us an Ultra CPU, but I don't remember which one we got.
That was the 9, isn't it?
Is it the 9? That's less exciting then. I kind of
It's
wanted
so
the
sad
budget
I
one.
forgot that's just sitting there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Your friend says the 5060 is bad. It gets its FPS by AI only. That's okay. See, listen.
It's the 7, the 265. This is what you have to deal with in the PC community.
All right. So look, the 50. And now listen.
Okay.
I don't know. Matt will know more than me, but here's what I'm going to say. I can guarantee you the 5060 hardware-wise is the same or better than the 4060.
It is.
With no upscaling, no AI, no frame gen, it still has raw power for $300. Now, is it the best bang for buck for $300? Not the best, but honestly, it's not the worst. There's not much more you can get new.
If you thought the 4060 was okay, you should think the 5060 is okay. If you
yeah.
hate about the 4060 and you don't like the 5060, you know what? You're consistent with your opinion. I respect you. But like, if you thought the 4060 was fine and the 5060 is garbage, then your opinion's just wrong. 9060, we don't know. We don't know yet until benchmarks come out. And also the non-XT, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. Thanks, there were 3.9.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, and then, if you liked I don't know. I kind of almost would say about any. If you liked the 3060, then I feel like you shouldn't be able to.
I feel like it was
hate.
slowly downhill from 3060, where people just really started to hate the 60 series.
It just was less performance gain, but the price has been the same. Like even the 2060, wasn't it? Was the 2060 3 or was it 2? And this was a while ago, so maybe it was closer to 2.
Oh,
Like original MSRP, was it?
I would imagine it was 3.
So
The price hasn't changed.
I mean, yeah. But I get though the performance. Yes, the raw performance from the 2060 to the 5060. It's probably not like an insane jump. I can guarantee you there is a jump. I wonder if there's actually.
It was $349.
Yeah, I mean, so it was even more expensive. I want to see, has anyone compared?
That's an actual jump I just did.
I'm so proud of you.
Let's see.
That was very athletic.
Yeah, it was very. Hear me think about that when you go to bed tonight.
Someone actually
Crazy.
done this
Tell me
video.
you reviewed Jonah's hot mouth.
But someone actually did this, the 2060 versus a 5060.
We'll see it.
If it's the same performance, I get some hate, but I'm still like,
I
well,
doubt it would be the same. I think that's a pretty big jump.
I would hope so. So,
Yeah, we're going
80.
80 to 50 FPS.
pretty big. And then at 1440, it's like 20 FPS. So 20 to 30 FPS in most games. And it's about the same price that you could have gotten a 2060 for. But I do get the idea of hating on like the fact that, yes, most of their performance gain has been made on the upscaling / AI side of things. So I get hating on that, but I'm like, you can't just say that it's like a stupid, overpriced, like bad graphics card. I don't think. But I guess you can say that because you guys can have opinions. It's
You
fine.
can say whatever you want.
Even if they're wrong.
Everyone will still buy the 5060. Just like about the 4060. Just like
Oh my god, Minecraft, why would you even put it at 8K?
Yeah, why would you do
Is that just
that?
like for fun, or do you have like a way to display that? How will the 9060 XT be in live stream performing at 1440p? I don't know.
Should be similar to the 9070 XT. I mean, it would have the new encoder on it, I would assume.
Yeah, just less horsepower, obviously. So your actual game is already going to be getting less FPS than a 9070, and then the stream is going to have a little less to work with too.
Actually, count's just making stuff up.
60-60.
6060.
But no, it is cool though that now AMD is such a big player that it's like before, you know, if this was one generation before, if you're comparing, I don't know, let's just say a 9060 XT to like a, I have no clue what they're gonna be like, but maybe a 5060 Ti. Let's say they're like, you know, apples to apples. Before we'd be like, oh, go with NVIDIA because it's better for streaming, but now we can finally be like, oh yeah, AMD, you know, it's actually the same.
You're talking about the only thing that will ruin your aim in games is frame gen. Upscaling technically lowers your latency because you're running at a higher FPS, which lowers your latency.
Monquav. Yeah, so that's just like
It's
a
frame gen.
misconception, big time.
Frame gen is what you're all thinking about. Frame gen and DLSS 4 are not the same. They
And
work
that's optional.
together.
They're
Optional.
not the same.
They're not the same. They work together, but they're not the same thing. Same thing with FSR. FSR can be ran without frame gen. I have not. Did he do like a Computex video, or was he actually testing them in something? Those are the ones that Intel made with like their dual GPUs or something for workstations. Dude, I don't know.
I don't know. That's just like one of those like it's such a weird question.
That's such a. Insanity, how old are you? You're giving me back in the day vibes. It was just ask like the most random like theoretical questions.
We're gonna do any 8800 XT series? I don't think AMD's gonna do that. I don't know why they go backwards now.
Oh man, I can't with chat right now.
I'd probably say fundamentally, definitely Matt.
I did play basketball.
Everything about
Not
me
on a high
basketball.
level, but
I played for like the YMCA when I was younger. I just have no like coordination or like I just don't know a ton about sports either. So
it's McAllister. It's just the
McAllister.
McAllister shot.
McAllister's
My
shot.
jumper.
His jumper is heat.
Arguably the weirdest looking shot, but he drains everything. So even my
Okay, so
Knockout.
all right, so stuttering
I think it'd
person.
be the
Most
run.
games stutter. Hogwarts Legacy, Once Human, Fallen Order. I'm playing High Ultra. I would say it's your settings. And also, those are a lot of games that like have known to have issues like that.
I know,
It would
he-
not be your HDMI cable either.
he's never dodged these balls before.
I'm about to say I don't dodge. I get them.
He catches.
I don't dodge. I collect the balls.
How do you guys answer when people ask how big your YouTube channel? Honestly, even like once we hit 1 million, I'll probably still just say like small.
small,
I usually
Rob.
tell people like, oh, we're like modest, like smaller, modest, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It does feel that way, but it's maybe. It's
I
just
mean,
'cause always
it's definitely
thought that-
changed a lot with shorts. Like shorts creators, like you get 1 million in like a year, and they're just like, oh wow.
Have your friends run into more of you all since we started doing shorts? Because I have friends that are kind of like 2 connections away. They're
I've
like,
had
"I
more
saw
people be
you
like,
the
I
other
saw
day."
you on
Oh,
TikTok.
yeah,
I saw you
yeah.
on, especially TikTok. Like,
Well,
that's the one.
the other day when I went and dropped off money at Fat Jimmy's to pay for the pizza, I walk in, and as I'm walking out, I hear this couple at like the table, and the guy's like, "Are you he just said Toasty Bros, and I was like, huh? So I turn around, and it was a guy that just went to Ren Fair the same day you went. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I live." I didn't even know where he lived. Like it was a weird place in
Was
Kentucky.
it Eminence?
No,
Okay.
it was somewhere like
where the Ren Fair was.
Baghdad or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Like it was a name I haven't heard of. So he said it was pretty far, but he had a buddy who lives here, so he was just visiting. And he's like, "Oh, dude, it's a small world. I didn't know you lived here." And I was like, "I used to work here." And he's like, "Oh, dude, no way. This place is awesome." Because they were trying to try like a local place, you know, and they just happened to be there.
You made a young man.
oh yeah,
day.
your chat. All right, I walked in a couple times. Chat was down bad about people walking into the shop on the live stream. They were being a little.
Oh,
They were
because
being
some of the
they were being a little
the
much.
felines?
Yes,
there is women that come into the shop.
women do
guys.
come into the shop.
Believe it or not. And Jake, he's the Rizzler.
He is the Rizzler.
Do not send your mom in there if you don't want to have a stepdad.
Yo,
If you're looking,
Claim.
if you're looking for a
Bulls be
game
doing that.
that's kind of like, I would say I think Apex is a good benchmark. Yeah, Apex. Fortnite's not a great one because Fortnite, like, it's always gonna have some kind of stutter, I feel like. Counter-Strike, you know, can be decent.
Where's the rest of the dream team? Or we're win on one. Is Zach here yet?
Yeah, let's run on just Zaddy.
See
Zadaraya.
It's so weird, dual 5090s. Is Zach really not here yet?
I was just getting ready to say. I feel like we just had this conversation yesterday. That's kind of, you know,
What are you gonna do?
a stern talking to that we're a strike away from the strikes.
Give him a finger
Ooh.
wag.
Yeah.
Should we do that? A strike system for the strike system?
Yeah, strike system for the strike.
3
system.
strikes and you're getting a strike. What is that? That's weird. Level 0. One person contribute 15 minutes. I feel like I've not seen the way that that's like typed out.
Yeah, weird. Couldn't give level 1 bits?
That's
I don't know how that works
crazy.
at all. Is it like the total bit level for the stream, you think?
Is that new? I feel like I'm noticing that they all say like level 1, level 3.
Oh, no.
I swear I've not noticed that before, but maybe it's been like that the whole time. Are we keeping you up? You guys are keeping me alive and awake.
Keeping us alive and going.
Honestly. Keeping us employed at minimum. Who would make
That's
that?
all we ask for, guys. It should just be employed.
Who do you think, actually, here's a question for you all. Out of everyone who works here on the Toast Bros side, right? Who do you think
Like
would
someone's
do the
feelings are gonna get
worst
hurt.
at, if we all had to work a month
Zach.
at Fat Jimmy's? Who do you think would take it the worst? Like, have the hardest
Oh,
time?
Jonah or Zach?
I feel like I'd say Zach because Jonah hasn't been out as long of it as Zach has. I
Yeah.
mean, Jonah's been working here for not nearly as long as Zach
ever
has.
food too?
Did he?
I don't think he ever.
He's
worked any, like,
he's
retail.
worked at Kroger's, I think Sam's.
So
What's
kinda
the
grocery.
Academy?
So more retail food, but he's
Yeah.
never done like a deep fryer clean.
Not that I know of.
That shit sucks. Like prepping salad at 9 a.m. when you're like a little hungry.
Prepping.
Oh, dude, at Jimmy's, you just started eating.
Dude,
Sometimes. No,
actually
it would.
wouldn't have it.
Usually, it'd be like if there's like an older pizza that they wanted to like swap out of the buffet. Like if it wasn't like old, you know, it'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, here, I'm gonna put this in
It's
the
just
back.
we have a fresh one coming out.
Yeah.
Swap out the cheese.
I don't think there's a guide to the raid. If you want to do it right now, we're going to go ahead and do our raid.
Oh,
Thank you all for watching.
Dude, the best was eating the pizza when it started to get a little fuzzy.
That that they call it constructive mold.
What is this?
The katana.
Zalman?
Yeah, it's like
Animal
weird.
Crossing?
Yeah, I don't know, because it looks like I see Animal Crossing, and then that little thing looks like a Mario.
Yeah, it does.
what's that thing?
Oh, yeah, that does. I mean, I think you're saying just this font. Looks like the old either
That's
Toys
kinda-
R Us
Oh,
or
that
the
looks just like
Super Mario 64. A
What,
Goomba?
what are those little? Is it a Goomba or like a Doug Digman Dome?
Wait, are you talking about the guys the Gophers that like they show up on?
Yeah, I think so. Like they pop out of
Yeah. They pop on the racetrack map with the Lon Lon Ranch. No, not Lon Lon Ranch. That's what is the racetrack map with the Gophers in Mario 64? You know where they pop out?
Garfield cart.
Garfield carts. sneak a peek.
Penicillin pizza.
Penicillin pizza.
All right, guys, we're rating King Gothelion.
Remember, eat salt, stop goiters.
Yeah, eat salt. But yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. We will see you guys tomorrow for another PC build. Peace.
Is this the same form?